Hello and welcome to another episode of Vlogtober. My name is Anniken. I design knitting patterns. I teach knitting workshops both online and in person, and I sell pretty yarns. And in today's episode of Vlogtober, I'm going to talk a little bit about this one to start with, and then we'll see what else happens. If I'm talking a bit funny and my mouth looks funny, I had a dentist appointment about 3 hours ago, I think. And I'm still, I've got mostly got feeling back, but I'm still a bit numb here. And to me it still looks a bit strange and it feels a bit strange, but hopefully it'll be okay. So it is Friday afternoon. It's my second full day home from Spain. Well, I came home Wednesday morning, so I really had all of Wednesday at home, but I didn't do anything on Wednesday except for knit a lot. Yesterday I worked quite a lot, and today I've had quite a busy day and I got quite a lot done. So I thought I would start another Vlogtober video now. I'm going to tell you about this design, and then I might be able to tell you what I'm knitting at the moment, which I'm hoping to finish tonight. Tomorrow I'll be teaching all day at the Knitting Hotel in Dawlish in Devon, so I may try and see if I can film a little bit while I'm there. I always say that and then I end up filming next to nothing. So if I remember tomorrow, I'll try and do a bit of filming, and then we'll see what else I manage to film over the weekend. My goal is to hopefully upload this video at the end of Sunday, but we'll see. I don't know what we got planned for Sunday. So I thought I would start off by telling you a little bit about this design. And normally I pull my trolley thing out and put this on, but my office is just a tip and there's stuff all over the floor. I got like a thin channel that I can walk out to get to the door, and that's about it, and it's just a tip. So I'm not going to try and get my table out, so I'll hold this instead. I will just adjust the camera angle a little bit. There we go. So this is my design for the latest issue of Knitting Magazine, which came out before I went to Spain. And normally the sample will come back before the magazine comes out, but this sample actually came back while I was in Spain. I think it's probably caused by delays because of loads of postal strikes at the moment, and post seems to be quite slow at the moment. I think I shared some sort of quick flick through of the magazine in my last podcast episode, which is episode 60, or possibly one of my first Vlogtober videos before I went on holiday. I can't remember, and I haven't got time to go back and double check, but the actual magazine is downstairs. But I thought, because came back while I was away, I thought before I put it away I would just show it to you and talk a little bit about it. So the yarn is Fibre Spades Vivacious DK and Cumulus held together. Cumulus is like a lace weight. I think it's Cereal Packer. Let me just double check. I can't remember if it's Cereal Pack and silk. Yes, it's 74% baby Cereal Packer, 26% silk, and it's like a lace weight, similar to like Rowan Kids Silk case, except it's Cereal Packer, not mohair, but it has a similar kind of feel. I think maybe slightly less fussy, but holding it together with the smooth DK merino makes it feel really nice. And this is like nice and fluffy, but it's not too fluffy. You can see it's a bit hazy, but it's not like super fluffy, but it's really warm. And again, I say this every time, but I really wish this was in my size because I'd love to wear this. So the cardigan was knitted from the bottom up in pieces, so each front and the back piece was knitted separately. The back is just plain stocking stitch, and the front has this textured lace panel, which I really like. On each side there's a wide band on each side, and then I got the stitch button band, got the stitch edgings and around the neckline, and then I did 1 row buttonholes for the buttons. The buttons are from Textile Garden, which I used to see at shows all the time, but I haven't seen them at a show since COVID, so I don't know whether they're still in business, but I hope they are, because I need to place an order with them. And then for the sleeves, I picked up stitches around the armhole, and then I knitted the sleeves from the top down using short rows to shape the sleeve cap. And that's my favorite way of creating sleeves. It stops you getting this kind of bulky sleeve seam here. You can see how smooth this is. You see that, how attractive that is? So you do get a little bit of a tiny bit of a ridge there because you are picking up stitches, but you don't get like a thick, let me just see if I can show you. So you just got like a tiny ridge like that, but you don't get like a thick sleeve seam. Sometimes sewing in the sleeve cap can be difficult. Even if you're like me, you're fairly good at mattress stitch, it can be a bit tricky. So I really like this way of creating a sleeve cap. The mats as well, from a designer point of view, is a lot easier. So I do really like that. I joined the shoulders using a 3-needle cast off, then I picked up all these stitches. I also seamed the side seam using mattress stitch, so that's almost invisible here. Hang on, where is it there? And then I knit the sleeves from the top down. By the way, if you want to know any of my finishing techniques, I'm teaching professional finishing techniques of spinning yarn in Bobby Tracy in Devon on Tuesday 25th of October. Their website is spinningyarndevon.co.uk, and they're Spinning Yarn Devon on Instagram. And I also have an online course, so which I'll link below. So if you want to know how to join shoulders using 3-needle cast off, how to do mattress stitch to get sort of like a perfect, almost invisible seam, it's here. You can't really see it, can you? That's what it looks like on the inside. In the workshop, in the online course, I show you how to do mattress stitch, stitches to stitches, so like, or rows to rows, stitches to stitches, and stitches to rows. And in the in-person workshop, I think we do all 3 of them as well. But if you do the full day workshop, you also get my online course for free afterwards. I'll put all the links to that below. There may still be spaces for the spinning yarn workshop, I'm not sure. If you can't get to Devon on Tuesday, then do the online course. What else? Oh, and I'll show you how to do the 1-row buttonholes as well in that online course. And one row buttonholes creates these really nice buttonholes. Everyone absolutely loves it. And I also do picking up stitches, short row shoulder shaping, and lots more. So it's a really good class to take whether you want to take it in person or online. So yeah, long sleeves, really nice cardigan. Again, I wish it was in my size because it's lovely. It's fairly simple, classic, with a bit of exciting detail on the front. You could add that lace panel down the center of the back as well if you wanted to, but I kept it simple for this one. So let me put that down. So that's in issue 236 of Knitting Magazine, which is in the shops in the UK now. I think it'll probably only be in the shops for a couple of more weeks. So if you want to get it, then go and get it as soon as you can. You can probably also get it online. Just Google Knitting Magazine issue 236 and I'm sure you'll find it. Right, it's the end of my work day now, so I'm going to go and do a bit of knitting, watch a bit of telly. I was going to record a knit and chat today, so I might do that. I haven't quite decided yet. So I'm just sitting here doing a bit of knitting on my cowl. Nearly finished it. I need to actually put it on a longer needle because I'm running out of yarn, and I've used 50 grams of, well, I will have used nearly 50 grams of each colour. And I don't know if I want to start a second skein of each colour because I think using 100 grams of each colour will make it too long. So I need to try it on and see how it fits. And I might be ready to cast off soon, which will be exciting. And next to me is Alfie. He had a bit of a traumatic start to the day today. It was raining this morning. By the time I actually took him out, it wasn't raining. But I put his waterproof coat on because he doesn't like rain. He gets very, very cold. And he didn't like it. He was quite excited to go out. And as soon as I put his coat on, he ran into the kitchen to get into his bed. and he wouldn't come out. I had to like drag him out. But he didn't actually rainbow out, so that was good. He's lying here under my crochet blanket, which wasn't supposed to be his, but it seems to become his. He was completely covered, but I uncovered him just to see if he was here, but he likes sleeping under a blanket, so I'm going to cover him over again and carry on with my knitting.
Hi. Oh my gosh, we've got big hair. Look at this. Oh, crazy.
Fabulous hair.
Imagine the slippers. Look at this. Anniken is here doing. Say what you're doing.
We're doing top-down circular yoke sweaters.
Fair Isle.
Fair Isle.
Look at this. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Fab. Okay, Anniken.
Like, we have loads. Oh, if I can get them all out.
Okay.
That.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay.
This is not a sweater, but it's
Look at that.
It's got beads as well.
And just whizzing around. Everyone's here. Ooh, in the house. Fab, Anniken. Okay, bye. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Colours in the variegated, because I've seen people spend months knitting really complicated colourwork sweaters, and you basically can't see the pattern. It just looks like blobs of colour because of the fact that it blends in too much with the solid colour. And when they're bought expensive, hand-dyed yarn for a whole sweater isn't the cheapest thing in the world, and we're spending a lot of time and money and effort on it. You want it to look nice and you can't see the pattern. So just be careful using a darker colour like that. Looks brilliant because it makes the bright colours really sing. I just love that.
Well, I was going to do it with Belinda's.
And then you do one round in the green, then actually 2 rounds in the green, cut that one, and then a few rounds later you join in the next one, do 2 rounds, then cut it. Because there are too many rounds. If you only use you can only use one colour if you wanted to, or you could use a couple of colours. A lot of indie dyes now are doing like mini skein sets. If you have one of those, you have no idea what to do with it. This is perfect for that. But you don't have to use loads of different colours. You could just use one colour. So it is Sunday morning. Yesterday I was teaching at the knitting hotel, and I was going to film a little bit, but I didn't get around to filming anything. It was just quite a busy workshop. Belinda, who owns the knitting hotel in Dawlish, did film a little bit for Instagram, so it's not the greatest quality and there's a bit of filter and stuff going on, but I've kind of downloaded the video from her Instagram, and I will see if it's good enough to add to this video, and if it is, I will. It's a bit about us just messing around with some pink hair filters at the start of the class and before I started teaching, and then just a little bit of filming she did for Instagram stories while I was teaching. So this is my cowl, my brioche cowl that I finished. It's really, really easy. I'm hoping to send the pattern to my tech editor on Monday. Sunday today, so I'm hoping to get the pattern finished tomorrow and send it to my tech editor. I brought it with me yesterday when I was teaching to get a few people from the workshop to try it on, because I wasn't sure to add a smaller size or a larger size, but loads of different people from the workshop tried it on and I actually think it's fine just with one size. I will offer suggestions. Adjusting the size of the circumference isn't that easy, to be quite honest. I might just offer a suggestion in the pattern if people wanted like a bit slouchier, they go up a needle size, because it doesn't really have the pattern repeat is basically half the cowl, so it's a bit difficult to adjust the size. You can add some stitches to these plain sections, but it's not the easiest thing to adjust really. It's a very simple pattern to knit. I absolutely love it. It goes really nicely with my sweater. This is a new sweater I got in the summer and I really like it. It's the first time I've worn it, I think. We've been out for lunch today at a pub in town. So it has, colour is kind of reversed halfway. I was a little bit worried that it was too short, but if I have it like up like that, then it's quite long. So I would probably mostly wear it like folded over like that. Yeah, I really like it. I'll take it off so you can see it properly. So it has one colour on one side, and then so the colour basically halfway through the round I flip the colours. So that makes it a little bit more difficult. Then obviously if I turn it inside, that's the right side. Yes, that's the right side, and then it's got that colour on the inside, and then that side, that's the right side, and that has the light colour on the inside. So you know, it's easy to like fold it over and things like that. I decided to flip the colour halfway through the round, which I appreciate may not be everyone's cup of tea, and it does up the difficulty level slightly because it basically only has one pattern row. So it has two. With brioche you work each row or round twice. This is knitted in the round, so you basically work each round twice. You do one row or round where you work all the knit stitches, and then you go and do all the purl stitches. So you do round 1 twice and round 2 twice, and that is the pattern. So it only really has 2 rounds, which is kind of, because you work each round twice, it's kind of 4 rounds, but it's really 2 rounds, if that makes sense. So there's only one round where you're actually increasing and decreasing, but on this one, because on one round you're increasing on this side, so on the first time you do round 1 you're increasing on this side, and this side is just brioche rib, and then on round 2, sorry, the second time you do round 1, you are doing plain brioche on this side, and then you're doing the increases and decreases to create the pattern on that side. So that kind of ups the difficulty levels a little bit. So I'm doing the second version, which will be part of the same pattern, which I cast on last night. I didn't knit on it very much last night because I was just so tired when I got home and I was watching Strictly Come Dancing. I managed to cast on and do like the setup round, and then I basically done a little bit this morning. But on this one I'm not flipping the colour halfway through the round, so the whole round is done in the same colour, and then it's got the lighter pink on the inside. So it's the same pink I used for this one, and then it's a purple colour. I had a grey which I was thinking about using with it, but I just didn't like the grey as much. I prefer the pink, so I went for the pink. So that's the inside, which is the wrong side, and that's the outside, which is the right side. So this will be the same colour all the way around. I would like to try and see if I can finish this tomorrow. So it has 50 rounds in total, but you obviously work each round twice. So you're actually working 100 rounds, I guess. Although it's officially 50 rounds. I'll just see if I can find my... It has got a row counter in here, but I think I must have left that downstairs because it's not in my bag. But I think I've done... How many rounds have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I've done about 6 pattern rounds. And there's 50 pattern rounds in total. So I'm not planning to do much this afternoon, just plan to relax. So I'm gonna film a little bit and then go down and do some knitting. I might do a little bit of crochet actually this afternoon. Then this evening we've been watching Line of Duty on BBC iPlayer. We didn't watch it when it was originally on telly, so we're catching up now. We're on season 5, I think. We've been watching for about a month, so we're kind of binge watching it. We're watching an episode or 2 nearly every night. Obviously I was away for a week, and then last night I was watching Strictly Come Dancing, so we'll probably try and watch another episode tonight. So I might do a bit of knitting, so I'll hopefully I'd like to get half it done today and then see if I can finish it tomorrow, Tuesday at the latest. I'm teaching again on Tuesday, so we'll see. But I'm really happy with that. I'd like to get it finished because I got some other stuff I need to get on with. In the last video I talked about hang on, doing the death dive out of the screen, out of the camera shot. So in the last video I talked about this box from Spectrum Fibre, which is Advent. It has 12 parcels in it, little parcels like that. And I was asking in the last video, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should open it now? It's supposed to be an Advent thing, but it's only 12 20-gram skeins. Somebody suggested that I do it as like a 12 days of Christmas, so starting on Christmas Day and opening it for 12 days, which would be really nice. But that means sitting on it for just under 2 months. No, about 2 months. What's the date today? It's the 23rd today. So yeah, I'll be sitting on it for just about 2 months, just over 2 months. And I don't know if I want to do that. Plus, we got my family, my parents are coming over Christmas. So I don't think I want to do that. But that was a really good idea. Somebody said, no, just open it now and share it and just put a spoiler alert up. What I've actually decided to do, because I really want to do an Advent pattern, but I didn't think I was going to be able to do it for this year because I want to do it with one of my Advent calendars, and I was going to do it for last year's Advent, but I didn't. So what I've decided to do, because I really like these colours, is to use this to create an Advent pattern, which I will try and release as close to the 1st of December as I can. And maybe do a knit along during December. It won't be a mystery knit along because some people love mystery knit along, some people don't, but I'll probably release the pattern and the photos and then do record some videos as I'm knitting it, and do like a knit along in December for anyone who gets an Advent. You will be able to make it with like 10-gram mini skeins and 20-gram mini skeins. So I think that's what I'm going to do, but I need to really get started on it this week. I did open the first 3. I did film myself open the first 3 after I filmed the end of the last Vlogtober video. I filmed myself opening the first 3, but obviously I've just saved them, and then I actually went through and I opened all the other ones just to see, because I wasn't hugely impressed with the first 3 colours. They weren't quite my colours, and I was trying to see through the paper what the colours were, and I was a little bit worried that the colours were going in a direction I wasn't that happy with. Obviously that's the problem with mystery things, you don't know what the colour's going to be. So I opened all of them and had a look. They're still all in their bags. They're all in their, get one that hasn't been opened properly. So they're all in their bags, so I don't forget which day is which. So I am probably going to film myself as I open them, and then I can put all that together to release like probably a video every other day or maybe daily in December with technique stuff and tutorials and things like that, and it will give me something that I can film in advance to release for Vlogmas. I will also do some like live Vlogmas stuff because I've got 2 other Advent calendars coming. Because one of my plan was to, with one of the other Advent calendars, was to knit a sweater with one of them, and then with the other one probably do like a big wrap of some sort, and then release that for Advent, the pattern for Advent like next year or maybe in the new year, because I think a lot of people probably don't do anything with the Advent calendars till the new year. So my plan is to open this, film me as I open it, but don't release the videos now or release any details now, and then create a pattern, knit it, try and get it, take it knitted and released by 1st of December, and then share videos throughout December on what I'm doing. So that's my plan. So I hope if you're getting an Advent, you will join in. If you're not getting an Advent, there are still some companies that are selling Advent calendars. So do look around and see if you can find one. I have seen some people selling Advents for next year. One thing, because we've been having a chat about this, a few people I follow on Twitter, there's been a bit of chatter about this, kind of prompted by an American dyer who's got in serious trouble with orders that have not been shipped out and stealing patterns from designers to send out to her customers and things like that. I'm not going to go into details about that, but it's kind of created a discussion around pre-orders. And what I will say is be careful with pre-orders that aren't due to ship for several months. If you pay by PayPal, they have a set window. Somebody said it was 6 months. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't actually looked into it. But with PayPal, and I don't know whether it's the same if you pay by credit card, there's probably like quite often a set window in which you can complain, And if you don't receive your order in that set window, you don't have an illegal thing to get your money back, I don't think. Obviously this may vary a bit from country to country, I don't know, but so be careful if you're seeing advent calendars advertised now for next year. Just be aware of the fact that if you paid in full now by PayPal and they don't deliver next year, and who knows what will happen in a year. The UK especially is in dire economic straits at the moment. I think some of the businesses that are around now probably won't be here in a year's time. So just be a bit careful. I ordered my advent calendars quite early last year. The other two, this one was a little bit later. But I think if I get an advent next year, I'm not going to order it till the summer. I'm going to resist ordering it when I first see them launched. One of the ones who's already launched her advent calendars is one of the ones I purchased for this year, and she is still selling advent calendars for this year. So I'm going to resist after Christmas and in the spring because last year I think I saw the first ones launch in like January, and I think I signed up in probably like February, March, and I paid in installments. So the last installment was probably paid in September. So that means if those advent calendars aren't delivered, I can probably get my last installment back, but I won't get the previous 2 installments back. So just be aware of that, and be a bit careful, because a lot of businesses are going to be in a lot of trouble over the next year, I think. So just be careful. Anyway, I'm going to go and do some knitting now, and then you will see what I'm going to do with this box in December. Okay, I think I'm going to end this Vlogtober video here. I can't remember exactly what I filmed, because it's Sunday. It feels like a good time to end it. So I might start another vlog tomorrow. I don't know. I've got quite a busy week ahead. Tomorrow I'm working in here. I'm going to do some pattern writing, some emails. I might do some filming. I've got a whole list of tutorials and knit and chat videos and stuff like that I want to film. I've got some videos I want to edit. Tuesday I'm teaching professional finishing techniques at Spinning Yarn in Bovey Tracy. Friday I'm teaching brioche in the morning and tuck stitches in the afternoon at the Knitting Hotel in Dawlish in Devon. So it's a really busy week ahead, so I will try and film bits and pieces during the week, but I think I will end this Vlogtober video here. I don't quite remember what I filmed for this video, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but I hope you enjoyed it, whatever it ends up being. Thank you very much for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next Vlogtober video. Thank you for watching.